And next time he came by, he was, did you get my CD? I said, it's still on order. We're having a hard time getting it. And 4 weeks come by and he'd come in. I go, yeah, here it is. So he'd buy it. And then I'd call him the next day and I go, how is it? How is it? He goes, it's in the rotation. I go, you've been waiting for it for 8 weeks. You haven't listened to it. It's gotta go when I take this one out. It goes in here.
That is so true.
So I find some
in the rotation.
some of the same similarities
Really?
of having patterns makes life very simple if you're following certain things a certain way. And Bruce, I'm not sure the word anal fits, but
Yeah, it does.
but he likes his patterns, and we love him for who he is.
Thank you, man.
Oh.
So, Mark and Kathy. So, I met Mark in 1987, and you know, as Andy said, this type of rep I was. I had only had my business a couple of years, and I actually can say I went to the library and I pulled out all the yellow pages and I went through the categories that I was repping, and I found accounts. That's how I found accounts. There was no internet. There was no other stuff. That's what I did. And I happened to rep a really good line called Case Logic, which kind of put me on the map as a sales rep. And I was in the southern suburbs yellow pages, and I found RR Discount Records. I'm like, who the heck is R? And I still don't know who RR is, but that was his company. And I had a pretty big account not too far away called Hegwish Records, and I would go there, you know, every 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So I decided to make a cold call in Midlothian, and that's how I met Mark. So he became a customer, and he became a friend, and I started calling on him. Then we would go out for lunch down the street, and then we would order some pizzas and whatever we did. And his mom worked there, and his sister worked there, so I got to meet them. And eventually we said, hey, you know, let's just meet halfway for dinner, because he was in Mokina, for gosh sakes, and let's meet with the wives halfway for dinner. And we did, and that's how we became friends. So just a few things about them. Obviously, number one, we've been going to their house for Thanksgiving for the last 8 years, which is, thank you very much.
Amazing.
Because
Love it.
we told them one year that we were going to go to a restaurant, because my parents are gone and her parents are gone, and we were going to just go to the restaurant. And Kathy said, that is absolutely ridiculous. Just get in your car and come down to Mokina and see us. And that was 8 years that we've been going there. The other funny thing is, Mark used to forward me these kind of what we would call dirty jokes, kind of pornographic kind of jokes to my email. And they were coming from the Vienna Kid, okay? And I said, this is really weird. Who's the Vienna Kid? So he says, well, it's my dad. And I said, wow, so that's kind of cool. So his dad's a butcher, right? He already sells corned beef, right? But instead, as I found out, he's from Vienna, Austria. But these jokes came from his dad. Okay, next thing, the original Mr. Cheap. Okay, there is nobody in the world.
Wait. There's a difference
I'm
between
talking
cheap
first.
and frugal.
Okay, the original Mr. Frugal. The original Mr. Frugal. Okay, so yes, so and that's okay, because that's what he is, and we make fun of him, but that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, next thing, and this is a really great thing, they're going to be grandparents next year. So Jason and Katie, Jason is her son. We went to his wedding 2 years ago in Indianapolis, and so in the summer they're going to be grandparents. So that's a really great thing. They have the condo in New Buffalo that we go to twice a year, and it's Zoe's favorite weekend of the year because she gets to go on the boat, and she loves it, and it's great. So I have a couple of pictures and things that I'm going to pass around. The first is from this year. So Zoe was on the boat, and Kathy bought herself a board. And Zoe said, I want to be on the board. And Zoe hopped off the boat and went on the board.
Oh yeah, she did. That was
Okay,
the first time
and
she
that
jumped
was
off
that
the
was
boat.
a great that was a
She
great.
always went to the in the water from
She always went in the water from the beach, but she went in the water from the boat and jumped on the board with
without a life
Kathy.
jacket on either. She
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was fun.
Next thing is for my birthday one year, and I'm going to pin this on Kathy because Mark is this is not a Mark thing, it's a Kathy thing. So she made me a card from the internet, and you see it's got a provocative picture, right? You see the provocative picture?
Okay.
Okay, provocative picture, right? And it says, "Hey Bruce, it's your birthday, and guess what 3 little words this fabulous babe wants you to whisper in her ear?" Not a chance. So that was Kathy Ament, and that's what she sent me. So yes.
It's
So
funny.
Mr. Mark, obviously, as we know, the record business is tanked, and he had to close his stores. And I just want to say how proud of him I am. He opened his own insurance agency, and he worked at State Farm and learned and trained there. And he's got a great business, the Southwest Insurance Agency. And I'm really proud of you. And you did a really great thing. So he sent me an email almost 1 year ago on 11/29/2015 that says, "You're having a birthday this week and retired over a year at this point. Lucky for both. Much to learn from you on how you are embracing the change with so much enthusiasm. You're a lucky guy on many fronts. Happy birthday, Mark." Okay, so that was really nice.
Wow.
Last thing, 2002. Just like I had for Mr. Andy, an article about Mark Ament in the newspaper from Discount Records. So spinning for 22 years. So that was from, you must have started in 1980. Now, are you astounded that I kept this about you?
I don't have it.
You know, he doesn't even have it. So there you go. So I love you.
Look at
Andy.
that.
Yeah.
Look at
Where
Yeah.
is the store in